Hello, my name is Kenisha. I am 34 years old, a mother of two. I have a lovely little daughter who's 6. She's currently in Jamaica, well, worldly traveled. She's quite my mini. And then I was blessed with a beautiful baby boy who's soon going to be 4 months, named Monachi. I arrived in the UK in 2023 on a vacation. Back in my country, I was going through a lot of things, grew up in a house with a lot of domestic abuse, violence, and also gotten myself into a relationship that was very unhealthy with domestic violence as well. As in the Caribbean, you think a lot of homes are filled with broken homes, domestic violence, and it's not something that they take seriously back home, as well as mental health or depression as well. So a friend told me, you know what, you should try and come over here and just get away from it, get some, a change in environment, which I did. I came over and I've been with a few friends I've stayed with. Some of them had situations which had led me to not being able to stay with them for a long period of time. And I guess throughout that whole thing, dealing with whatever I've been through and my past, I looked for comfort, someone that I can get a care from. And I did end up meeting a guy in a party where I'm not proud of, but things happened which lead to my son. Being that I'm not from the UK and I'm on a visitor visa, I'm not eligible to work or rent. So I have no resource to public funding and I cannot work. So I was staying with some friends, different friends from time to time till the end. Like during my pregnancy, I was by myself because he really didn't really want to have anything to really do with the pregnancy at the time. We ended up having a kind of dispute, which got violent to the point I was staying with one friend that traveled but could not return. So I had to leave the accommodation because I cannot work and I cannot pay rent. I've spoken to a few of the persons in the hospital, friends, which kind of guide me as to what I should do and where I should get help. I was directed to Project 17, but Project 17 only deals with families that already have kids. So they directed me to contact Carites, which I did. And to be honest, I met a very lovely lady who has been helping me throughout my entire time. She has made sure that I was fed, I had money for food to eat, to take care of my baby, everything I can possibly think of. She tried to find everywhere as possible to find me accommodation, doing different applications. She just went beyond and over for me, which I found was very lovely. And from being from a country that people really don't take that initiative, it was meaningful to me. I mean, I was going through a lot of depression. I wasn't too sure about the baby. I didn't want to keep it. I didn't think I was going to fall in love with the baby. I was just going through a lot of emotions and stress at that time, to the point where I had to leave the apartment. She then contacted a lady who directed me to contact the Ministry of Charities. It's a charities that is run by the Catholic Church Sisters. I called them and luckily they did have a room and asked me to come in. I went in there a few days afterwards, and you stay with them until this accommodation is basically like a night spent. So during the day, you have to leave the accommodation. You have to wake up very early in the morning and you have to be out of the house by 8 o'clock. It was very tiring, very frustrating because you don't have nowhere to go and you have to stay outside. Sometimes we have to go out walking in the park until like 4 o'clock because that's the only time we have to return. Sometimes it's raining, it's cold, you really can't do anything. And you had no resource to public fund this, so whatever they provided for you to eat in the morning or we get breakfast in the morning, and then you don't get dinner until like 6 o'clock in the evening. So it was very, very, very stressful. Through all of those times, I've gotten a lot of support, a lot of help from this lady from the Care Rights Association, to the point when I was a sisters, before I gave birth, I had to get onto the Westminster team. They didn't want to support me in the beginning because they were lacking support. But eventually my midwife and other care workers spoke to them and they ended up changing their mind. But I ended up having my baby before I was due. I had an emergency cesarean and everything had to happen so fast. I ended up staying in the hospital for about 2 weeks after before they made accommodations for me here at the Just Homes. They said God knows exactly what he does. And to be honest, I have a friend here that lives here. And when she first moved in here, she showed me the accommodation and I was so excited about the house, like how it looked and everything, that I dreamt about it that night. And I said, I really wish and I pray that I can get an accommodation just like this. And I guess he said, okay, well, you wanted something just like this? I'm gonna give you exactly what you asked for, this. Being here in Just Homes is a lot different from when I was at the first charity, because here you have your own space, your own room, you can wake up whatever time you want, you have the facility to cook, to make anything that you feel like to eat. And to me, Just Home is not like a place where you come for it because of your situation. I've never felt like I'm here under a social services. You know, the home, it feels like it's your home. It's just a shared accommodation. Someone's paying rent for you, but you're living your life. The workers and the staff and the management in Just Home are quite lovely. They're not like just staff or caretakers, or if you might say, they are more like family. They treat you like, you know, you're a brother, a sister, a niece. I think because some of them are mothers, so they do understand what you're going through on a daily basis, and they try their best to make sure that you are comfortable and as peaceful as possible. There's no report or no problems you have in Just Home that they don't try to sort it out immediately. They make sure everybody's comfortable. You have everything you need to make your daily basics very comfortable as a mother, you know, be it a newborn or a toddler or a single parent, whatever it is, they provide all the services for you. So I've been in this home, I feel very comfortable. I have someone to talk to, even if I don't have my other supports that they always check into you and make sure you're okay. How's your mental, how's the baby? Do you guys need anything? Can we provide anything for you that would help you, you know, make your day or your stay here more comfortable? And I really love that and I appreciate that about them. And I really want to thank all of the managers and staff at Just Homes for their kindness, for their warmth, for their love, for their understanding to everyone in the home. Though it may be stressful for them, they still do what they have to do and they don't make you know, okay, I had a stressful day and I really cannot do this. They said, okay, I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna try my best. Some of them even stay extra hours late at night after their working hours just to see that they get stuff done for you so that you can be comfortable. So from my understanding, I would really appreciate if any other family, whether it be females or male, get the opportunity to experience the love and support that Just Home has to offer. That if they can open their arms to many more families, that they can spread their wings to different areas in the UK and outside of the UK if possible, so that they can show the same love and comfort that they give to families. Because as a single mom and being from a different country, the support you get from people makes everything different. Your stress level, the way you think, the way you act, the way you correspond with your kids or yourself different. And getting that warmness, I would love for other women, other families to experience the love and support that Just Home has to offer. They're not just a society of a charity, they're a family. They treat you as a family, they care about you as a family, and they do everything in the power to make sure that you're safe, happy, and comfortable. So hello, this is my son Munachi. He will be 4 months on the 8th of May. Very, very, very spoiled little boy, as most moms would say. They do say God blesses you with a son so that you can experience true love. His love is too much. He is constantly wanting to be with mommy, like stuck onto me, but I'm still happy for it. I never thought that I would love him the way I love him because of the situation in which it happened. But trust me, every time this little boy smiles or laughs, my heart just flutters, you know. And my daughter loves him. Everything's about her brother. Mommy, he is my brother. I can't wait to come and help you to see, you know, to see after my brother, whatever it is. And I haven't seen my daughter in some time. So it's a little bit depressing and emotional. But the fact that I'm in a home that is so peaceful, so quiet, so safe, and it has so much of understanding and caring workers, it makes things easier on you. It makes a lot of your stress and your depression a little bit less, because you don't have to worry about certain things that would have been bothering you before. And I really appreciate that from the Just Homes. And I really would love for many other people to be able to experience this kind of love, this kind of care, to the point they come here and they experience what it is to have someone to be by their side until they get to where they're going. Because in this time, as single mothers, seeing our men, because men go through the same situation as we do, to have that kind of support from people, it's really helps a lot in a world where we live with a lot of depression, anxiety, people who have a lot of tendency to be trying to suicidal, who doesn't think that they have anything to live for. You come to a home where you have people proven to you that you mean something and you have a purpose in life, and we are here to help you. And that's what you get from the Just Home. By God's grace, once I can get myself sorted and I can work, I myself would love to be able to help give sponsorment or donations to Just Home so that they can continue doing what they do for women like me and family and men that needs the help. They are really a wonderful bunch of people, and I really appreciate that. I am a veterinary tech, so I work with animals. Unfortunately, I just cannot work here, which I would love to. So by the grace, and I get all myself sorted and I can have my documents, my status be organized, I would love to either go back work in the zoo or a clinic or any sanctuary that deals with animals. I love people, but my passion is animals, and they always say, go where your passion is. Yeah, I really just want to be with animals, teach my kids about the love of animals, to respect animals, as well as to respect people. I'm trying my best to be more closer to God. I have not been very close to him in a while, but I'm getting to that point where I'm closer to him. And from here, you learn from a lot of workers. It's always good to pray. Always be praying, always keep your faith, always be kind to each other. Always be respectful to each other, because you don't know where you're going to be in life and the help you're going to need from others. Because you may see Just Homes as just a place that you're staying for now, but they can be so much help to you in the future. You may not know what you need, what letter you need, what response you need. I'm really grateful for Just Home, and I'm really happy that I was able to come here and spend the time I'm going to be spending with the Just Homes. I know I'm going to miss people when I leave, but missing them, even if I leave here, I'm not going to be gone forever. I'm always going to make sure I check in and support wherever I can for the Just Homes, so that they can spread their love to many other people just like me and my son.